one is gorgeous. It's huge. Hey guys, today we're just doing a few chores around the garden, and we're actually going to harvest the garlic from the Ruth Stout Garden. If you didn't see our previous video on harvesting garlic from the front kitchen garden, make sure to check that out because the difference is like night and day. The garlic definitely did not like the Ruth Stout method, the hay mulch. I think it just trapped too much moisture in the soil and it was super waterlogged and it just couldn't thrive, but we still got a pretty good harvest, and I think the garlic was still a decent size, but it was nowhere near the size of our other garlic that was in our kitchen garden. I didn't post a vlog yesterday because my youngest son has been sick. It's just a low-grade fever and some mild symptoms, so we had to spend the whole day kind of sanitizing everything and cleaning up the house and kind of making sure that we were keeping him isolated because of everything that's been going on. So that was happening yesterday, and we didn't get around to filming much because we just weren't in the garden yesterday. But he's in good spirits, and he still wants to do everything he always wants to do on a daily basis, play outside and do all those things. But because we have to keep him kind of quarantined until we know what's going on, he's a little frustrated, but he's doing all right, and his symptoms are pretty mild. Our mama hen is doing really well with her 20 or so chicks. She takes them around the property all day long to free range, and they're super healthy, so we really enjoy watching them doing their thing. As always, we keep our young chicks in with our flock free ranging all day long. We just find that they grow up to be really healthy chickens that way, and we really don't worry about any of the other chickens attacking them or hurting them or trampling them at all because there's plenty of room on the property for them to all roam, and they're actually really nice to the little chicks, so that has never been a concern, and we've been doing it this way for years.
Want me to put her on the pageant too?
Harvesting our other patch of garlic, and this is the one that has struggled. It did not like the hay mulch at all, so we kind of just got some normal size garlic. Not a bad size. I mean, this is the size that you would get in the store, but it's just not what we're used to as far as getting like the huge garlic bulbs that we were normally harvesting. So we're gonna pull all these out and we'll see what we got. But these are actually the perfect size for a braid in the kitchen, I think, so I'm not bummed about it. Look at the hay. Oh goodness. Get off of there. Soybeans?
Oh, those are
they're radishes, daikon radishes.
dang, that's gonna be a bunch.
I let them go to seed because I want to seed save them. So I could plant a whole bunch in the wintertime, or fall actually. Early fall.
Dang it.
That's right, it'll grow some. There's the mess we made. There's all the garlic we harvested, a bunch. I don't know, how many would you say that is? At least 100.
Yeah, about 100 or so.
So not bad. I think we're gonna harvest some onions here soon. Not today, but soon. What is going on here? Oh, he needs help. He's stuck in there.
Oh.
Oh, no, he's not. Look at this situation. The yellow pears have fallen over. They got too top heavy and I didn't trellis them again. So they are laying over. Oh my goodness. Garrett's gonna go grab some T-posts and we're gonna try to get these upright again. But it is loaded with fruit, so they're super heavy right now. You can see all the tomatoes on there. There's tons and tons just everywhere. Look at this. Just everywhere you look. These are the yellow pear tomatoes. So I gotta trellis these up. Poor things. Got neglected a little bit. Look at all those laying down over here. Look at this. This is probably taller than me right now. Oh my gosh. Over here in this row we had a bunch more tomato casualties, as you could see. So I got some of my netted produce bags that I use when I sell our tomatoes or bring our tomatoes to one of the charities that we work with. And I just covered a bunch of them in hopes to save them, but I think Garrett's actually going to put this netted stuff over here so he can let the chickens out free range for a little bit. But hopefully they do not get any more of my tomatoes. Here everything is doing really well, but I want to show you guys, look at this. So from here down, these were a different brand of seeds that we had purchased and Seed Started, and they were in the seed packs. But then from there on, those were the bulk seeds that we bought. So we're definitely not going to be seed saving from this part. Definitely going to be seed saving these because they are just doing so much better than the regular store-bought ones. So look how amazing these beans look. And then the tomatoes are all doing really well. These are the garbanzo beans. I need to weed this aisle. But the tomatoes are doing good. You can see some cucumbers and okra in the background there. And these are starting to produce a little bit, but they have not like fully bloomed yet. So we'll see what happens with these tomatoes soon. And then these are the climbing beans, like the yard-long beans. I've got some spots where some didn't make it, but they're starting to climb up the trellis a little bit there. And twisting around each other too. Look at that one. So those look like a mess right now, but once they figure out the string, they'll really take off. And then over here, this is the watermelon row and the zinnia row. Watermelons are doing well. They're getting there. These are purple beans and regular green beans down this whole row, and I did not sow these as densely as I did the other beans. These are the red kidney beans that go all the way down there. And then it's been so super hot the last couple of days. We've got squash that I seed started, that I direct sowed. Some pumpkins in this row. This was the row of pumpkins that Garrett accidentally tilled up. And then these are more squash that I seed started, and there's some older ones down there. We'll go down there in a little bit. Actually, I think these are the pumpkins. This is the pumpkin row. This is squash row. And let's see, there's something. The dog, I think, has been walking through here. Look at his big old footprints. Oh, Bo. Let's see, there's a bunch of little sprouts that have come up. And then you can see the little pumpkin sprouts that came up over here. A bunch of sunflowers. These are squash also. Different kinds. All different kinds, really. And then these are summer squash, I believe. They were planted a little bit late. I know everyone always plants their squash early, and I usually do too, but I didn't this year. I got a late start, so. And then this was a pepper plant that we transplanted the other day from the back garden. It's not doing very well. I think I'm going to move the drip a little bit closer to keep it a little bit wetter over here, but it might make it. It's pretty wilted. And look, there was a little pepper on there.
But that's okay. We've got tons of pepper plants. These are peppers down this row that we also transplanted that actually made it and did fine. This one's struggling like the other one a little bit, but I think this one's actually gonna make it. We'll see. Sometimes, even if you transplant a pepper and the leaves wilt and all the leaves fall off, leave it alone, even if it just looks like a dry stem, because sometimes they'll flush back out and put out new leaves and they'll make it. So here's some more. These two we transplanted also. These were planted in here as seedlings. But yeah, everything is looking really good. We're excited. It's gonna be a great year. Sunflowers, the sunflower patch all came up. This was the pumpkin row, actually, I think. Either the pumpkin row or the watermelon row. I can't remember because Garrett tilled up a bunch of it. This is the black oil sunflowers that are coming up and sprouting. And then over here, this is the regular gray striped sunflowers that you're starting to see come up everywhere. And also over here, these have sprouted and have just started to get their true leaves. So should have a lot of sunflowers in this area this year. And they'll be smaller ones because I planted them really densely. So yeah, there is the update on the market garden. Garrett's over there. Oh, I guess he had to make wood posts. I think we're out of T-posts. He's over there trying to fix the yellow pear tomatoes.
You said you wanted some tall posts.
They're taller than me. The vines are taller than I am.
I can barely even, I'm on a stool right now.
You're on a stool?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
These are 8 feet.
Pretty dark, but we went ahead and strung it up. Just kind of a makeshift job for now. And I actually pruned this area quite heavily. Not enough. I definitely have to come in here and really do some pruning because these need airflow. I don't want them to get like powdery mildew or anything like that. But I did get a few suckers off, and I will get these to root, and I'll plant these out in the Ruth Stout Garden probably. But it's nighttime now, so we gotta go put the goats up. Where's my babies? Where's my babies? You ready to go night-night? There they are. Hi, my babies. Hello. Come on, let's go inside. Is that good? Are you happy? Hi, pretty girl. You guys, Willow has become so loving and so clingy. She loves Garrett. She loves you. You're her favorite person. So sweet. She's a sweet girl. These beautiful ears. Whitaker, come here. Come here, Whitaker. Where are you? Come here, my babies. Come here. There he is. He's a sweet baby. Oh. So he's on my lap now.
Uh-oh. And look who's speaking in.
Oh, Bo.
He's like, I don't get any attention anymore.
Ow. You can't take my phone.
He's like, I remember when they used to do that to me.
Oh, he wants on my lap. Oh, goodness. Willow, too. How pretty. It's still a little baby. It's still a little baby. You are too, aren't you? You're still a little baby. Whitaker. Oh. I gotta hold him for a little bit.